When it comes to buying a wig, choosing the right size can be difficult. Sizes can vary greatly between brands and even between wig styles. That's why it's so important to know your measurements. It's Jess from Hair Loss Girl Boss, and today we're going to talk about which measurements you need to take and exactly how to do it. All you need is a flexible measuring tape and a pen and paper if you want to write them down. We're going to be doing 3 measurements today. So we're going to do circumference, we're going to do ear to ear, and then we're going to do front to nape. As you're taking your measurements, just think about how you're measuring where you want your wig to sit on your head. First up, we're going to do circumference. So we're going to measure all the way around the head. This is one of the most common measurements you'll see listed in a wig description. So I'm going to take my measuring tape and I'm going to place it right here at my hairline, and I'm going to bring it behind my ear. Now you don't want this pushing down on the top of your ear because that's not where you're going to want your wig to sit. And you're going to pull it around your head. Again, comfortably behind your ear, and also you want it to sit at your nape. Don't pull super tight. You don't want this to feel really tight because that's not how you're going to want your wig to fit. So you just want it to be comfortable, and you can always adjust it. I'm usually right around a 22.5. So that's how you would get your circumference measurement. Next up, we're going to measure ear to ear. Now to do this, you're going to want to measure about 5 inches back from your hairline, and then you're going to go over towards your ear. Now, for this measurement, keep in mind, like I said earlier, you don't want to put the measuring tape right on top of your ear because you're not going to want your wig to sit there. It gets really uncomfortable and really irritating. You want to leave about a finger width between the top of your ear and where that measuring tape is going to start. So about a finger width. This is also going to leave you room if you wear glasses or sunglasses. Having that small gap here is where you're going to be able to fit the arms of your glasses or sunglasses comfortably. So we're going to measure 5 inches back, and I'm going to bring the measuring tape over. I'm going to make sure I have 1 finger width between my ear and the measuring tape. And then I'm going to bring it to the other side. And same thing on this side. We don't want to go all the way to the top of the ear. We want to leave that finger width there when you're measuring. So mine is about 12 inches from ear to ear. And then lastly, we're going to do front to nape. So we're going to place the measuring tape at my hairline, and then I'm going to run it all the way back to the bottom of my hairline here. And you want to make sure you're sitting up straight, you're not slouching forward. You want to be sitting up nice and tall to get that measurement. And that's how you get front to nape. When it comes to wig sizing, it's a lot like clothing. You might be one size in one brand and another size in a different brand. So it's really important to check the measurements that are provided in a wig description and compare it to the measurements that you've taken on yourself. If after comparing your measurements with the measurements in the description, you're still unsure which size to buy, reach out to the brand or shop, tell them your measurements, and ask for their advice on sizing. Also keep in mind that most wig caps can be adjusted or altered in order to give you a perfect fit. When you're buying a wig, I always recommend doing a consult, especially if it's your first time. It's a necessity. And even if you've been wearing wigs for a long time, but maybe you're trying a new brand, I would recommend doing a consult. If it's an in-person consult, the person you're working with can take your measurements for you, or if you're doing a virtual consult, they can do the measurements with you over the screen. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any wig content.